All right.
What's up, brother?
What's going on?
We're just ready to talk games. We decided we are going to do a little short one tonight, right?
Yeah, it won't be as long as a normal one.
It's not what she said. But
Heyo.
Yes.
Oh, I was mentioning before we went live that shirt was really cool. Where'd you get that shirt at?
I got it at Kohl's, man. I get very fortunate at Kohl's when they have all their. I mean, I'll go there and just the only thing I do at Kohl's is go through their cheap section. So here's one for you. I found a really cool Def Leppard shirt there, and I work for the special school district, so some of the kids can get a little bit grabby or whatever, and one of them did one day, and I had been in training all day, and then they let me know, you know what, we're done, so you can go back and help your students get to the bus. And one of them grabbed my shirt, and I said, do not grab my new Kohl's shirt.
My new Kohl's shirt.
Don't mess with the Kohl's shirt. You can swing at me, you can do whatever you got to do, but don't touch the shirt. I wore it because I didn't think I was going to have to deal with this today.
One quick thing before we start talking about the consoles coming out, or the game systems coming out this year.
Yeah.
Silly just came in. She handed me this. She got me this as a gift. You'll appreciate it.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh.
It's the real deal. It's straight from the Devo store.
You know what needs to happen? What needs to happen is there needs to be a programmer out there that can come and talk to us. We have ideas. I'm serious. I'm like, if I could sit down and just be able to do all of that, I'm the idea guy. I'm an idea guy. Like, you're an idea guy, but you're like somewhere in between.
I told Silly that I'm gonna wear this wherever we go.
Amen.
Especially on our anniversary next year.
She is on fate.
On and good to go.
Yeah. And let's just start exploring that Devo sleepover again. Watch us work.
Two of them have died now. That's awful.
It is awful. And you know what? I know we gamers are music heads. I hope a lot of you are music heads like I am. But I just was archiving Bad Company yesterday, and Brian Howe sang for Bad Company. He did 4 albums with them. He also sang for Ted Nugent. That was one of his very first things, was the Penetrator album. And then he also sang a song for Jimmy Page on his Outlander album. He just passed away on the 6th.
Oh, man.
So a moment of thought for Brian Howe, who was a wonderful, amazing vocalist. But I archived it, and I just told my friend, and he goes, oh, yeah, and doesn't that suck? Brian just died. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh.
Because I was just going to look him up and see what was going on. And he passed away on the 6th.
That stinks.
Yeah. So anyway, that's that. We'll move on to happier things.
Oh. I don't think there's a good segue from that to gaming, but here we go.
Well, there are a lot of dead, like, dark, crazy games coming out for these new systems. That's for sure.
That's true. All right. So I thought we'd go through some systems coming out this year. There's actually quite a few.
Where do you want to start? You were telling me about. I mean, there's the big boys, but
yeah, we'll say those later.
Let's build our way.
The first two I didn't really have on my list because they're not really playing new games. But this guy is really cool. The Analog Pocket. It's been announced. I shouldn't say it's coming out this year because I really don't know. They didn't. I don't think they said 2020.
Well, even some of the games that are coming out for the big boys aren't coming out this year.
Yeah, this thing's cool. It look at this. It plays, almost 3,000 Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games. And then this is cool. They have adapters for other systems like Game Gear, Neo Geo Pocket.
Wow.
And Atari Lynx. How about that?
Wow.
So I guess it's kind of what it looks like here.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, analogs on other systems, they've done an NES, a Super Nintendo, a Genesis. I'm not sure of anything else, but these are like high quality things. They're really expensive, but extremely high quality. So,
well, if that's one thing I was noticing, when I was doing some research, was that these things are, the toughest part is they just keep getting more expensive, and you've still got a system you just bought. I mean, I'm like, okay, yep. Like I found an article. We'll keep going, but let me find what I found on the PS5. They were talking about it got leaked. So go ahead. What's next?
this is the other one this is already out, but it plays all old games. You use your real cartridges, real CDs. The starter pack is this base that's a CD player, and I think we were talking before, it plays pretty much all CDs. Not up to Dreamcast, but I think pretty much everything before that. So,
you're kidding me. So now which one is this?
This is the Polymega.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Okay, the Polymega. Yeah, okay, so
it comes with the base, which is a CD player, and it plays all these CD systems.
So I can play my old TurboGrafx games on this.
Yeah, and I believe they play better. Like I know Neo Geo CD was notorious for slowdown, for being really slow, and I know the TurboGrafx I think had long loading times, but these speed it up, which is nice. But even the Saturn is kind of like a holy grail of emulation because no one's really done it well, and it sounds like they have done it fairly well. So that's pretty cool.
Have they said what the price point is on this thing yet?
It's this thing's really expensive.
Oh, really? Like 400, 500?
400.
Okay, that's not horrible for.
That's for the CD player. I mean, for what you're getting, it's really not that bad. But
right.
I was thinking about getting this before, but before it was 300 on pre-order.
Yeah,
they jumped it $100 once it launched. I was like, I'll just wait till it comes down.
Yeah, that's interesting. So it plays multiple cartridges and CD.
Well, I take it back. Only CDs. If you want cartridges, then this is where the price starts to jump. Each system has their own module, and like I don't know if you can tell.
I mean, I'm looking at one of the top pictures here where it's got the Super Nintendo Street Fighter cartridge in it.
Yes, there's a Nintendo base, Super Nintendo, Sega, Genesis. What else? Oh, they even have a turbo base or a module that you plug into the CD base, and then it'll play your TurboGrafx cue cards.
Oh shoot!
So I mean, this thing is actually really awesome. I think it's what did I say? 400 for the base, but it plays several CD systems, and then each module I think is $80. So here you can see on here, you plug it in, it like slides in place right here.
You know what's really weird is this reminds me. My guitar player came over the other night and he brought his new amplifier, and it's all about modules. You can get one that sounds like a Mesa Boogie. You can get one that sounds like something else that's completely modeled and just put it in. It's a module like that. So all of these things are coming out like that. That's so cool.
That is neat.
Oh, did they just put it for Beasts?
Oh yeah.
Oh, one day I got to get back into that.
See, he just slid the module in there and I'm playing the lasers. Yeah. And then each module also comes with, I think, one controller, and the controllers kind of mimic the original controllers.
The original, right?
For that particular system, yeah. I see.
And that reminds me, I'll make sure that I mention something at the end here about my friend that you and I were just discussing a certain situation this morning. So we'll bring that up at the end.
Cool. All right, so those are the two that don't really play new games.
Yeah, but boy,
they're still cool.
To consolidate your old collection.
Yeah. It's really cool to have just one of these under your TV along with like some new stuff, and then play the old stuff like this whenever you want.
Yeah, you have a case of modules.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So
I wonder how extra controllers cost. I mean, because I could see.
You can plug your old ones in.
Oh yeah, you can just put your old ones in. Yeah, right. Right.
I think it shows on one of these.
Because that would be great. I mean, you get together with a buddy, like maybe I'd get together with you, and you just bring over your modules and your controllers and a few different for each one, and hang out all night and get stupid.
It looks like there's there's 2 ports for TurboGrafx.
Yeah.
I bet the Turbo Tap would probably work. The 5-player thing, like an original one. I bet you it works. If the controller works, that must work.
Yeah. That is pretty doggone amazing.
Yeah, this thing is awesome.
The Polymega.
Yeah, keep an eye on that.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, what do you want to talk about next?
Well, I was just showing you this right before we went live.
Oh yeah, there you go.
It's just a weird system. The Playdate. First of all, it's an odd name. It's a black and white screen.
Is there catchphrase get cranked?
It should be.
It should be.
This is coming out this year. These guys, I mean, from what I've read, they seem like they're pretty serious about this. They're taking their time. I was reading part of it. They said they've redone the crank to make sure all the parts are metal, and where it connects, everything is metal to metal, so nothing's cheap on it.
Right.
I've seen a game being played on this with using the crank. Just one though. It's this one here. It's like a time travel game where you can go forward and backward in time.
Wow.
Which is kind of cool. I'm not sure what else they're going to do with it. Maybe there'll be a bunch of fishing games.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's an all fishing game, handheld.
Or like bad jokes.
So here's the weird thing about this. Besides everything else, the games when you buy this thing, you pre-order it. It's not up for pre-order yet. They said it is coming this year.
Okay.
But they're selling games. I don't think they have seasons for games. I don't know. I guess you can just buy some of the games. I don't know if you have to buy a whole season at once. But when you buy this, when you pre-order it, you get season 1 comes with it.
Oh.
So it's 12 games included, and that includes, the system, all 12 games for one price. I think this is, there you go, $149.
Good. I was going to say, what's the price point? $1.50.
So if you figured $5 a game, that's still 60, and then that only leaves 90 for the system.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't quite understand the crank yet, but I'm intrigued.
Yeah,
I'm definitely intrigued by it. Yeah, they're still saying it's shipping this year. Oh, there we go. You can kind of tell the size of it here. Someone's holding it.
Right. And it looks like a lady's hand. I don't know if that's is she maybe a dainty hand or something. I don't know. It looks not very big.
No, it is not big.
About the size of a deck of cards or something.
All right, here you go. The Evercade.
There you go. Got it on order. What is it?
All right. So this obviously it's a handheld, and you actually buy cartridges. It doesn't do emulation at all.
Okay.
And every cartridge is licensed, so it's all in the up and up. You see, these are the cartridges. They have 10 cartridges out right now.
Okay.
The Atari Collection 1 and 2 the Atari Lynx Collection 1 and 2, that comes out later. It's not out yet. But there's Data East. You know, so
And is this the Pocket?
No, this is the Evercade.
That's the Evercade. Okay.
This one right here, yeah.
Sorry.
So I have
a small screen, so I can't see it all.
Oh, that's right, you do.
Because it's using the other computer. So
this one I did pre-order a while back. I'm actually supposed to get it later this week, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of people talking about this. Everyone seems to think it's really nice. Emulation seems good.
Yeah, look at that. Okay, so I see it's got a Collection 1, Technos, and wow, look at that.
Namco Museum 1 and 2, that's cool.
Wow.
Interplay. Yeah, Techno. This Pico one, I was watching someone play the Pico one. I wasn't too familiar with it, but they had a lot of really cool looking RPGs on this particular cartridge. It looked really nice.
Wow.
And then they have 10 cartridges out now. 4 they've already announced, the Atari Lynx Collection 1 and 2. And then these 2 at the bottom. Oh, and they come with multiple games. I mean, lots of games. The Pico one comes with 20 games.
Wow.
This one, Xeno Crisis and Tanglewood, those are the only 2 games on it. These are 2 indie games. So I guess for newer indie games, they're only going to put them in a small group like that. And then, have you ever heard of the Oliver twins?
No.
Or have you ever heard of Dizzy, the little video game character? He's an egg. He walks around like a platformer.
Not that I remember, no.
Well, I didn't know him either until fairly recently. I read Retro Gamer magazine, which is out of the UK.
Yeah,
it's very UK heavy coverage. And the Oliver twins put out a bunch of games back in the 80s. They put them out on different like PCs in UK. Like,
okay,
I don't know if they were on the Spectrum, but they were on a bunch. There were a bunch of them, and I think some of the games came out here, but I don't think many did. So these guys, their Dizzy games are very popular, across over in England, but not so much here. So I'm kind of excited for that one because they'd be all new to me. I haven't played any of them.
Right? Yeah. It looks like they have 2 Namco museums. They have 2 sets of them. 2 of those 2 cartridges.
Oh,
Top Gear.
Here you go.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Very cool. Yeah, I want to see what's in the second one.
They have Burning Force.
Ooh, Galaga.
Oh.
Hey, Splatterhouse. Did you have that on TurboGrafx?
Yes. Yes, I did. I haven't seen it in years, so it's probably one of them that I sold years ago. I had a porch sale. I didn't have a garage at the time, the old house.
Oh yeah.
No garage, so I had to have a porch sale.
So this whole system looks cool. And
yeah. Who makes the Evercade?
It might be Blaze.
Okay.
Or am I thinking of? I might be getting them confused with the Playdate.
Oh, it looks like the console itself over there, it prices from 60 pounds to 80 pounds. What's the difference?
Well, here the pricing is it's $80, and it comes with 1 cartridge.
Okay.
I'm not sure which one. And then if you spend $100, you get the system and 2 additional cartridges. So you get 3 cartridges, and I guess depending on which ones they have, you could get a dozen or so. games.
Yeah, because cartridges are anywhere from 15 pounds to 20, well, $20, like $20. So
Yeah.
I see $8. I see it's in euro. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
each one's $20. So that's
Pounds, euro.
reasonable.
Yeah, so $80, and then every game, multi-game cartridges are $20.
Oh, I forgot to say this one. Oh, it's kind of interesting. They have a. It says 4x3, but it actually goes. I think you see the black bars there. I'm pretty sure that this is viewable area as well because even though these games are almost all 4x3, the links, if I remember right, is actually kind of a wide screen.
Right. Yeah.
So I think they made the screen wider to accommodate that, and also like indie games that do, wider screen stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's pretty. Look at this. It's a mini. There's a mini HDMI port. So if you want, you can plug this in and plug it right into your TV and play on your big screen.
That's awesome. Wow, look at all these games. They got all kinds of collections here.
Yeah, 10 out now, 4 coming. I think they said they're going to do, I don't know, like 4 to 6 a year, somewhere around there.
I have to say it. Bad dudes.
Bad dudes.
Bad dudes on collection 1 of Data East. Oh, and Joe and Mac.
Oh, I love Joe and Mac.
Yeah, Joe and Mac, dude. What the heck?
There's
another thing. I want to see what else. Oh, they got Super Spike Volleyball, dude.
On wait, which one?
On the Technos Collection 1. It's Double Dragon, Super Double Dragon, Dodgeball, and Super Spike Volleyball, and Street Challenge, and River City Ransom.
Oh wow,
that's one interesting set of games right there.
That's a pretty neat cartridge right there.
That is a pretty good one.
Oh yeah, Super Spike's awesome.
I don't know what this Pico is, but Pico Interactive stuff. They got Power Punch 2, 8 Eyes. Remember 8 Eyes?
Yeah, I think it's Pico.
Is it? Okay, I was kind of going by what looked like a pi sign.
Hey, you're right. I've only heard Pico, but why is there a pi sign? Maybe it is Pico.
That's why I don't know.
Maybe everyone's been pronouncing it wrong. That's like
that's like I was archiving what I called Bachman Turner Overdrive for decades. Now I know it's Bachman.
It's Bachman?
Now I feel like a moron. More on that later.
Wait a minute. It's Bachman Turner Overdrive?
Yeah, Bachman Turner Overdrive. That's how it's Richard. It's Randy Bachman. Randy, Rob, and Tim Bachman.
Man.
It's like the Neil. It's like Neil Peart. All those years I would say Neil Peart, and some people say Part, and some people say Peart, but it's Peart.
I want to find out if that's Pico. It's got to be because of the pi sign. You're right.
I'm just
I've just never heard anyone say it before.
You didn't talk to me.
Well, the drawing tablets, the Wacom tablets, WACOM. And I always heard it as Wacom.
Yeah, I always Wacom.
I called them one day and the person answered and they said Wacom. I was like, Wacom?
Wacom?
Are you serious?
What are you? Is this your impersonation of Pac-Man? Wacom, Wacom, Wacom.
I was thinking of Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Right.
Wacom Sock'em.
Now, I was looking at this other one. They have the Atari collection, too. And it has Yar's Revenge on it. And Asteroids, which we were both disgusted with.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think we're in the minority in that. I hear so many people just love it. I don't get it.
They loved the Atari Asteroids?
I've heard a lot of people say I don't get it. I mean, I love Asteroids, but I don't like the 2600 version of it.
Well, there are just some people that just love that stuff. Earthworm Jim, they got Earthworm Jim and Clay Fighter.
I think isn't Earthworm Jim 1 and 2 on here on the Interplay ones?
They only show Earthworm Jim.
Oh, here's 2 on the second collection.
Okay. And that's the interplay. Yeah. All right. I must have. Oh, there it is. Yep. Yep. Wow, dude, that's a lot of time on that system, but that's kind of cool, and that's coming your way. So, what did you do? Did you order any other cartridges with it? What are you getting?
Should be getting the 3. I'm not sure which ones though. I can't remember.
Okay.
It was kind of weird because I wanted the Polymega and they literally raised the price $100. I was like, I'm not doing that. And then this was like a third of the price. Not even, yeah, it was like a third of the price.
Yeah.
And what was weird is Evercade, I'd signed up for their email and they sent me a thing, and it was on sale right now. There's a black version. It's just like this, but the front panel is black instead of white. I think everything else is red. If you flip it around, I believe it's still white. So it's just the front panel. It was a limited edition thing. So gotcha. I grabbed that, and I think that's why it's taken longer. I think because that came out later.
Gotcha.
So hopefully that'll come soon.
That's pretty exciting. Well, what do we move on to next? What do we have?
So Xbox Series X. So do you own?
We did talk about the Intellivision. We already talked about the Amico.
No, not yet.
Okay. Do you want to talk about that first, or you want to go on to the?
Yeah, let's go ahead and we can talk about this. All right, now this one I do have pre-ordered. I've been following this for a while, and it really looks cool.
It looks like something right off of Star Trek. It looks like you flip it and go, and then.
Did you ever have that in television growing up?
No, my friend did down the street, and I was really jealous.
Yeah, I was too. Even though I had an Atari.
Yeah, we had the Atari. It just didn't.
Once I saw the graphics, I was like, "Hey, wait a minute."
Well, remember the difference between the Intellivision and the Atari was exactly what you said when we were talking on our first episode, when you were talking about the running with one leg.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember they had legs that would move? You know, like you play that adventure game.
Well, their
right
mascot was the Running Man, and it was like a fluid motion of a guy running. He was all blocked, but still it was a fluid motion.
Right. So I think that was the big difference, is we were seeing actual motion happening.
Well, I know one big thing was like sports games. The Atari baseball game was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
I know. And
the Intellivision baseball was so cool looking. I was like, darn it.
It was. You used the keypad to tell who you needed to go after the ball, and
even something like blackjack on Atari, it was just a green screen with rectangles.
Yeah.
Where Intellivision had that cool dealer with a little mustache, and it was awesome.
I don't remember that. I don't know that I ever saw that, but that's outstanding. That's outstanding.
So this is a gameplay trailer. It's really short. It's only 3 minutes, but I don't know. I think that first one might be Echo the Dolphin.
Oh wow, safe cracker.
And so the controllers, have they vibrate. They have motion control, kind of like a Wii controller.
Yeah.
And of course they got a big screen on it, which is awesome for. Now this is a remake of an old Intellivision game, Shark.
Wow.
And so the screen is great. Like the Dreamcast had the VMU you plug in, had a screen. So
yes.
you could actually see things on there that other people can't. Well, this screen is way bigger.
Shut your mouth. Was that was they were playing Hooch. They were playing digital Hooch. Now look at that.
Oh, Astro Smash. I can't wait for this game.
Oh my gosh. That looks awesome. Look at that. What the heck? Hot Wheels. It's like Hot Wheels. Oh, it's like an old combat game, but like 3D or like really embellished.
This looks like a Bomberman type game.
I was thinking it's like Bomberman. Oh, that's like Breakout.
And like I said, all the games they're supposed to range from $3 to $10.
Yeah, I was seeing that. $2.99 to $9.99.
So they're really going for like a family friendly.
And this little thing hooks up to the TV.
Yeah, just like a regular console. You hook it right up to your TV. Look at this missile command.
Yeah, it says it comes with looks like Excitebike. It says it comes with 6 games on it.
Yeah, and 2 controllers.
No bad language, graphic violence, blood, or sexual content. Sounds like our show. Except for every game on Amico is rated E for everyone or E10 plus. Gameplay adapts to your skill level.
Yeah, the example.
Dump it down a little bit.
Tommy Tallarico is the one running this thing. He's like the CEO, and the example he gives of that is of like a simple game like Pong. If you're playing, and you're just killing somebody, your paddle starts to shrink, and the other person's paddle will grow.
Oh, wow.
And it keeps doing that until the other person starts to win. And then after a while, it starts to even out again, depending on how you're doing. But that's a system that you can turn on, turn off. Like if you're, if we're playing together, we're not turning it on. But if you're playing like, your dad or somebody or a little kid who's not used to playing games, then it might be good to turn it on. Otherwise, you know how it is when you're playing with your kids and they're real little and you kind of like half-ass it.
Right.
Just kind of let them do it.
Or like the night I came over and played you in Crash Team Racing.
We could, hey, what's this guy doing on here?
I don't know. Like, do we have a new guy on our show?
Huh.
Yeah, it says it has an extensive game library ranging from sports and recreation, educational and brain games, party games, and retro classics to your favorite table games. And there's truly something for everyone.
Yeah, there's going to be...
Still looks like I could shave with it, too.
Some people said that looks like a foot massager and you take the controllers out.
For your baby. Or your dog.
Hold on. I canceled out of...
out of the computer.
Yeah, accidentally. Let me bring the last 2 up.
So, yeah, it really reminds me of our old cell phones is what it reminds me of. Those Amico controllers.
Well, the cool thing is you can use cell phones as controllers.
Oh, shut your mouth.
They're going to have an app that you download, and it'll turn your screen into an Amico controller. Because it comes with 2 real controllers, and then if you don't buy any more, you don't really have to. You can just download the app, the free app, and it turns into a controller, so other people can use it.
And it glows.
Yeah, apparently the
comes glacier white or graphite black. Limited edition color option: vintage wood grain, galaxy purple, or GTO red. Oh, the vintage wood grain. Oh, shoot. That's amazing.
That's cool, isn't it?
The galaxy purple. Yeah. I want to see this GTO red bitchin'.
That's my favorite looking one, the red and black. That's really nice, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that looks really hot.
It's supposed to come out in October this year. But with all the delays in manufacturing, they're not 100% sure they're going to have it out in October. They're still shooting for it, so hopefully it'll come out. That would be a good thing.
I love the fact that they've got
together and play.
Yeah, they've got the classic look down here. We've been changing the game since 1979, and we're just getting started. But they have, so that way, if the parents want to go there, that's what it used to look like. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
Did a good job with the website. I love how they have the old font.
Yeah. So no more overlays. It'll just pop right up on your controller. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think
Well, shall we move on then?
Yeah, I think there's gonna be like 30 plus games at launch for this thing, which is pretty cool.
And then how much is it for the system itself?
The system is $249.
Wow, $249.
And it comes with they said 6. I don't know. There's rumors that it's going to be a 7th game. So 6 games. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, preloaded and ready to roll.
And 2 controllers out of the box.
With no violence or graphic or sexual content or bad language. Which that's one of the, maybe it's not necessary. It's not, family friendly or whatever, but I still like my Uncharted games with a couple of shits and a whatever,
Oh yeah, Uncharted's awesome.
My favorite is mango. Why'd you say mango? It's my safe word.
I can't remember if it was just the first game, but on one of them, when guys were chasing, you're shooting at them, and they got you surrounded, and the one guy would say, "You're already dead." It cracks me up. You're already dead.
You're already dead.
And then you kill him.
Really? I don't feel dead. One of my favorite lines is when you end of Uncharted 2, and then she's talking about, "Weren't you scared?" That's one of my favorite parts. No, I wasn't scared. What? On a scale of 1 to 10, how scared were you? Come on. He goes, I don't know, like a 4. 4? What do you think is scary? Clowns. Clowns are scary.
Those are scary.
They're like an 8.
Speaking of 4, did you play Uncharted 4?
Yeah.
Wasn't it cool towards the beginning when you sat down in your room and you were playing Crash Bandicoot?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That was great. I was like, whoa. Okay, so I'm playing Crash Bandicoot. Okay.
That was very cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I've played all of them. I was a little I was kind of disappointed, if we can digress just a moment. I was a little disappointed, and also my phone's going to die in a little while here. But I was a little disappointed that there was no supernatural edge to 4. Because that was the pirates, right? And everything.
4. Well, I'm trying to think. I only made it through part of the game. I didn't make it through I finished the first 3. The 4th one I have not finished.
The 4th one.
The 4th one meets his brother?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and when they're kids, they have the scenes when they're kids, and I think isn't that the pirate one? I was just a little disappointed there was no supernatural edge to that one, because the first one had a supernatural edge where the compound that was within that statue was turning people into those little demon-looking things, and then the second one had the guys that were in the Lost City, and they were huge, hulking guys, and they dressed up, with the horned hoods and everything. And then the third one had those guys that were in the far off country, and they would disappear, and they were, and I just thought that the fourth one with the pirates, I'm like, oh, it's perfect. You could do like ghosts, something, and I'm like, there was no supernatural whatsoever.
I was trying to think of the pirates, but I do remember being on a ship fighting.
Yep.
I do remember that. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. I was just disappointed in that there was supernatural stuff or interest, strange, odd things. And then in that one where it seemed like perfect to have something, there was nothing. So I don't know. That was my only disappointment. I love those games. I played them all, and right now I'm in the midst of, I haven't gotten back to it, but I'm still stuck in that freaking room with those warped characters coming at you out of the floor, and and you're trying to,
Yeah, I
and
remember
she's lowering rope, and you're like, let's move it, because
lady.
I'm like, I've killed him, guys. I think I should be gone by now. Anyway, we'll move on to the big boys.
Before your phone dies here. All right. Did you ever have an Xbox or Xbox 360 or Xbox One?
I never got the 360 because by then I was deeply steeped in the PlayStation. So we did get the original Xbox, and I remember my son asking me if we could, who will be a guest this weekend,
Saturday.
asked me if he could get the online with the Xbox, and I said no. Well, I said, yeah, you can get it, but you're going to pay for it. He goes, what? I said, I don't want to have to ground you sometime, and then I'm paying for it. I want you to feel.
Well, you could ground them and then play it right in front of them.
Oh, dang. You brutal.
You missed your opportunity.
I missed my opportunity. Wow, this sure is fun. I don't know. I may not be here talking to you today if I'd have done something like that. Like my buddy, whose buddy told him that Darth Vader was the dad before he saw the movie.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's not nice. That's just not nice. That's horrid. I was surprised the guy was still alive.
That's rough, man.
He still breathes today.
I had the original Xbox. I'm probably the only person who owned an Xbox that didn't own Halo. Did you have Halo?
Really? Yeah, we had Halo. We got that straight away.
I can't do first person shooters, so that was out for me.
Then I guess
nauseous.
Yeah, I guess you'll be out on the new Resident Evil again too, right?
You talking about 8?
Yeah.
The one that was just announced? Oh yeah, I can't. No first person for me. I
wish they would do another third person on Resident Evil, because I sure loved Resident Evil. What was it? Resident Evil 4. So good.
I did just pick that up on Switch. It was really cheap on sale.
Yeah, it was, and I'm glad you got it. Are you playing it yet?
I just played to like the first chapter or whatever it's called. The very beginning part. I didn't play a whole lot, but it ended, so I took a break from there.
Yeah, I love it. Love it.
So do you have any plans on getting either the new Xbox or PS5?
I probably will never get Xbox, because it's never really been my thing. Because again, first person shooters just are not my natural thing.
Yeah.
I love third person shooter games, and that's where I'm covered with the Uncharted games, and I don't know.
Yeah,
they're amazing. I can't afford another system, and I'm so in on PlayStation that I would go PlayStation 5. But even those are pricing upwards of $450-$500.
Yeah, I don't see me getting one anytime soon. I'll probably wait a couple years till they come out with, like, how they're doing now. Like every couple of years they come out with a newer version that's a little bit more powerful.
Yeah,
not a full
right.
Like Xbox One S and then the X, like that. They kept updating it. But I'm with you. I'm kind of more of a PlayStation person myself. I played the PlayStation for a lot until I got the Switch.
Yeah. And and that's not to say that I've always loved all of the games. I think early on with the original PlayStation, there was some. I mentioned it last time when we were talking about Wave Race, and I was talking about they had Jet Moto, and it just wasn't easy to follow where you were supposed to go. And I just didn't think that there wasn't a depth on that first PlayStation. In the PlayStation 2, there's good depth, a better depth. So you could feel where you were supposed to go, where you could go, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I remember when PlayStation, the original one, came out. I didn't really want it at the time, and my brother-in-laws bought it. I went with them with two of my brother-in-laws. They bought PlayStation. We came back home, played it, and man, the graphics I thought were just brutal on my eyes. They just the polygons. It was blurry, weird shifting. I don't know. I just didn't like it much at all. And I did buy one, but I bought it like after I was already done with. So I didn't even own a PlayStation during its reign.
No, I didn't either. But the weirdest thing I think about the PlayStation to me, which now I was reading about this too, is that they say that Amazon France listed the launch date of the PS5 on November 20th this year.
Yeah, I saw that. Which is
so.
I bet you that's probably pretty accurate. They usually come out like a little before Thanksgiving. Makes sense.
Yeah. Right. That's So
if I was
my birthday, you can get it for my birthday.
There you go. If I was getting one this year, which I'm not, because I think they're going to be ungodly expensive, I'd get the PS5. I just like PlayStation better.
Yeah, I would too. If I was to choose, if you were going to tell me for Christmas, little boy, I'll get you a game. What do you want? Do you want, I'd totally say the PlayStation 5. Although some of the things that I was reading about with that, for those fans of Halo, you get the Halo Infinite and more straight away with your system. So that's already there. Got that. And it's got backward compatibility too.
I think they're claiming all Xbox games throughout the whole. Original 360. That's amazing. Yeah. That's true. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I think the one thing Xbox has going for it is that Game Pass for $10 a month. For $10 a month, there's hundreds of games.
Smart delivery.
Smart delivery.
What do they mean by that?
So let's say you don't upgrade to a PS or to a Series X this year. You still have your Xbox One, and you buy Halo. Is it Halo Infinite coming out on Xbox One? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Okay. So that comes out on Xbox One. You buy it. Next year, you buy an Xbox Series X. Then you'll get that version for free.
Oh, I got you.
So you won't have to rebuy the game for Series X. You've already bought the Xbox One version of it, which is kind of nice.
They're also saying that Microsoft has 15 studios in its first party stable.
They were buying up a ton of studios last year.
Right now, they've got they've got. They got 15 studios to make a game. Yeah, which is like triple what Sony has. But the question they were asking is quality versus quantity. I mean, just because you have a bunch of studios making a bunch of games doesn't mean that they're all good.
Yeah.
It's like we can get on our Switch and we can download a bunch of games even for free, but are they any good? Wow, that game's only $3. Well, is it even worth that? I don't know.
I've seen some games on the Switch for under 10 cents, and I look at it like, I don't even spend 10 cents on this game.
So you're like, that must be what they paid the guy to make the game. I don't know. Like Brawlhalla. I mean, I threw that out at Logan the other day, and he's like, it's just a Super Smash, not so good, whatever. And I'm like, I don't know. It was free. I downloaded it free. We'll talk more about that on Saturday about it, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not an avid Super Smash. So, but what else do you know about the new Xbox?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, it's kind of like
it looks bulky. Looks bulky as hell.
Yeah, although I think it's actually way smaller than this guy, or at least way shorter.
Is that right? Oh, okay.
Yeah, this thing.
Yeah, how tall is that?
I don't know if it's the size to this controller. I mean, how
It
many?
looks like it's
I mean,
well.
how
I mean,
many-
it looks like it's a PS3 turned sideways height. You know, that's how I have my PS3 hooked up.
this it looks
I
like it's
can
about
it on it.
roughly what 3 to 3.5 controllers high.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. I'd go
interesting.
with that 3.5.
It's interesting. They came out. They have a Blu-ray version, and then they have an all-digital version. That was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know about the. I guess I mean the digital. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, on the
I
Switch,
still
I almost
to
always
have it.
buy a cartridge if there's one available on the Switch. Anyway,
Well, that's like so Animal Crossing. I shouldn't talk about it now, but I will ask you. You can get an Animal Crossing cartridge, right?
I didn't for that one only because I knew I'd be playing it a ton for the first couple months, and I didn't have to keep
Gotcha.
getting and switching the control cartridge out.
Right.
It's a few games like that I know of, like Clubhouse games. I don't know if
Right.
there's a cartridge out, or I think there's one coming out, but I was like, I just want this I just want to be able to play this for 10, 15 minutes whenever I feel like it. So I didn't have to want to
Right.
dig the cartridge out. So that's why I got that digitally as well.
That makes sense.
There's a handful like that. For the most part, though, I got a cartridge.
Well, I was looking up some of the hot PlayStation 5 games they got coming out. This Demon's Souls, which I'm not. It's a remake. But it's
Yeah, I had
like
it on PS3.
yeah, because it's I guess that's what started it all. With the Dark Souls series, I guess, and then and now they've got this remake, which looks frigging amazing. And this Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah, that looks really good.
I mean, come on, that looks amazing. Looks amazing, and I guess it's a sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn, Resident Evil 8, of course, Village. But the one they were raving about the most was the Marvel Spider-Man, the Miles Morales game. And it does look pretty dang amazing. Now, I didn't get the last Spider-Man. I need to get that
I didn't play it
for
either.
the PlayStation.
It looks really good, though.
I do. Yeah, yeah.
And the new one
I
looks
guess 2011 they released. Yeah, they released a Spider-Man game where you're not Peter Parker. So.
Did you see the Ratchet and Clank game?
I was just going to mention that too. Yeah.
It looks amazing, doesn't it?
Now, yeah, and that's made by Insomniac, who I think they do the Spider-Man as well.
Yeah, they're busy. I mean, just look at this. It's crazy.
Yeah. It is crazy.
Yeah,
You
look,
know, when I see stuff like this, I'm just like, can we just start making some Marvel movies like this?
that would be neat.
I don't have to worry about the actors leaving. You know, like one of the trailers they had for the Marvel, what's the why can't I say the series, the game series? It's the Marvel characters. Anyway. It's so stupid. I hate this moment because I know
somebody out there
going, it's called this.
You talking about Marvel Alliance?
Yes, yeah, Marvel. And they have their movie in the beginning, and I'm like, why don't they just make movies like this? It's amazing animation, and I'd sit and watch it for days if they did movies about comic books, about the comic book stories.
Did you get Marvel Alliance on Switch?
No, not yet. No.
Yeah, there's one on there. It's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, I might look into that this year. I like to wait, and then certain games I wait and I'll watch how the price drops, like Black Friday or something, or I'll go from there. But yeah, price point. I guess they have a 2 terabyte version. It says earlier Amazon UK listed a 2 terabyte version of the PS5 retailing at $750. I'm like, no,
I can't
do
believe
that. I don't know.
I'm expecting it to be like 500 and 400, like 500 for the disc,
Yeah.
400 for the digital. Because they did 600 with PS3, and that was a disaster. I don't think they want to do that.
Oh yeah, I mean I just don't get it. I'm like, people, I don't know. It looks cool. I don't know.
It looks really nice. Which do you like better as far as the look?
They really.
You like this better?
Well, as far as the look.
Yeah, just the look, just the aesthetic.
Yeah, the PS5 is cooler looking.
I really like it. When they showed it, I was like, man, this is really cool. I love the design. It's something different. I was getting kind of tired of the black rectangles.
Yeah, yeah, the black box. Oh, man.
And the two-tone is pretty cool.
Oh, man.
I'm guessing you're going to see a lot of special editions where this white gets swapped out with a different color, or maybe even some kind of pattern.
Got that.
There's a lot of those, I bet.
You got that right. Or you just have some parents going to the dollar store and buying Avengers stickers that go on your window, and they just put them.
Well, there's a lot of territory on these sides here. I mean,
there is.
Look at this.
A ton of billboardage. Yeah, it's amazing. It's crazy.
Someone was showing a close-up of this system, and if you look really close, it's textured. And the textures are from the buttons, the triangle, X, circle, and square.
Yeah, yeah.
They're extremely small, but they're like on the actual Xbox or PlayStation itself. In certain areas where it's textured, you'd have to zoom in. It's like really, really small, but it's a cool little touch, I think.
Yeah, their commercial is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I would definitely, I think, head towards PS5.
Yeah, whenever I decide I can afford it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Seriously, I'm thinking like 2 years for me.
Yeah, definitely. I
bought a PS.
And I don't know.
What's that?
I don't know where Uncharted is going at this point.
Yeah, they haven't mentioned it, so I'm guessing it's going to be a while.
Yeah.
I just don't like when I pick up a new system and then 2 years later they've got a newer system. It's even better. I'm like, well, what the heck? I just, it's not like it's a whole new. It's not like it's a PS6 coming out. It's just a better version of the thing you already bought. I'm like, well, darn it. What the hell?
Right. Yeah, because they're showing them playing the God of War with the Nidhogg and all that stuff. I mean, it's not like, I don't know. Not all these are new games, right? They're just ported. And they're saying you can, but you can't. There's no backward compatibility again, though, right?
I don't think they've announced it. I take that back. They did say there would be backwards compatibility with certain really well-loved PS4 games. So I'm guessing the top-selling stuff, but certainly not all of it. Like Xbox has claimed. I don't know if it's really going to happen, but yeah. So there'll be some backwards compatibility, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I guess this would be a good time to wrap this one up. We're right there at our moment, and my phone's going to die soon.
Looks like we did a full show after all. We were planning on doing a short one, but it ended up being a full show.
Yeah. That's because we give the people more.
Give them what they want. All right, so then we're coming back Saturday with a Switch.
Saturday we'll do some Switch talk and stuff. So I'll be getting all my Switch rhetoric together, and we'll have a special guest with us, and it should be pretty cool.
Our first guest.
Our first guest, yeah, our
Yeah.
first guest, our first and special guest.
That'll be great.
You're my guest all the time. Special.
Well, gee, thanks. Makes me feel good.
All right.
That might be a
I'll
good
talk to
place
you
to end
later,
it right there.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, go game, go. Thanks for being here again, and then
All right.
we'll see you guys next time.
All right.
And I'll
See
see
ya.
you soon.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.